He is leaving the university to accept the head women's basketball coach position at UT Pan American. Yes, I am in the living room again watching the news one more time. Good evening out there, YouTube, and all my friends around the world. Every time it's around 5 o'clock, I am in my living room watching the TV where the news is being said. Okay? I know a whole lot of you around the world is watching the news just like I am. Ain't that right? Okay. We ain't gonna miss nothing that's going on around the world. Ain't that right, my friends? Okay. I'm gonna sit back. Beaumont police tonight are looking for the shooter. 12 News HD reporter Augustine Garfias joins us live from the search area with details.
Beaumont police tell us the gunfire came after a drug deal gone wrong. It happened in the here to the corner of Carpenter and Oak Ridge. Crime scene investigators showed up about 10 to 15 minutes ago and started taking pictures, so it appears that police officers may have found some clues here. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office did join in the search. They had a helicopter in the air scouring the perimeter. We haven't heard the helicopter for the past 45 minutes. Helicopter's gone to refuel, or perhaps it is joining the search again later. Let's take you to video to show. Notice the shooting suspect inside, or the shooting victim, rather, the gunshot victim inside the car. When the police officer noticed him, he escorted the vehicle to Christus St. Elizabeth. There were 4 people total in that car, and we're told at last check the victim was listed in critical condition. Now, for a while, police officers had a perimeter as far back as Tram Road and Broussard, but the search again has led them here to the corner of Carpenter and Oak Ridge. We don't know the name of the shooting suspect, but a neighbor here in this area has told the detective that they spotted that suspect back somewhere behind these houses, and that's what led officers here. We're told that officers are staged at other parts around the neighborhood, and we have crews at those locations right now. Canines are actively continuing this search, and be sure to join us at 6. We'll have the latest in this search for that shooting suspect. We're live in Beaumont. Augustine Garfias, 12 News HD.
Thank you, Augustine. An update now to last night's West End Beaumont manhunt. Police say they found property on the 2 suspects that may connect them to several burglaries. 22-year-old Jarrett R. Banks has been charged with 1 count of burglary of a habitation and is being held on probation violations unrelated to this case. 17-year-old Juan K. Roberts was arrested near Delaware and North Major Drive after a manhunt that lasted about 8 hours. He is also charged with burglary of a habitation. He's out of jail on a $15,000 bond. A homeowner on Shakespeare Drive alerted authorities to Banks and Roberts yesterday after she says the men entered her garage. Beaumont police are working to solve a string of burglaries on that side of town and determine which ones are connected, including 2 burglaries officers say happened between 12 a.m. and 12:30 a.m. Wednesday in the area of Kohler Street. Police believe the 2 crimes are connected. However, they don't believe they are connected to yesterday's burglary that ended with the manhunt near Dowling and Delaware. A 74-year-old woman is speaking out about the frightening moments last week when she became a crime victim. She wants her identity concealed, so we are referring to her only as Karen. Karen says she was confronted by a robber in her garage in the Westchester subdivision off of Ivanhoe. She says the robber grabbed her in a huge bear hug and demanded money. He took her wallet and prescription drugs she had just purchased. Karen doesn't know if what happened to her is linked to other recent crimes in Beaumont's West End, but she says there's not enough awareness of these crimes, and that's why she's sharing her story. At 10, Angel San Juan will tell us how Karen is protecting herself now. A teacher is under investigation by the Kirbyville School District. Assistant Superintendent Richard Hazelwood tells 12 News HD the district is looking into reports that a teacher had been texting a high school student. The teacher is on suspension with pay until the investigation is complete. An update now on the trial of accused Jefferson County Courthouse shooter Bartholomew Granger. On the second day of jury selection, Judge Bob Wortham tells 12 News attorneys have agreed to qualify all jurors first. or discuss the juror questionnaires. This is video of Granger arriving in court Monday when the jury pool dropped from 191 to 113. As of today's proceedings, attorneys have agreed to only strike people from the pool at the end. No jurors will be seated in advance. Attorneys for both sides have approved 7 potential jurors at this time. Granger is charged in the March 2012 shooting outside the Jefferson County Courthouse that killed Minnie Seabolt and wounded 3 others, including Granger's daughter and her mother. Judge Bob Wortham says he hopes to have a jury seated by April 18th. If convicted in this case, Granger could face the death penalty.
I can only imagine.
Hundreds gathered this afternoon to remember and honor Kaufman County District Attorney Mike McClellan and his wife Cynthia in a memorial service. This follows their murders over the weekend in their North Texas home. To help find leads in the case, Governor Rick Perry doubled the amount of reward money, bringing the total to $200,000 for information leading to an arrest. So far, there haven't been any breaks in the murder cases of the McClellans or the Assistant District Attorney, Mark Hasse. Officials have arrested this 49-year-old Arizona man, Todd Nardole, for sexually assaulting a 15-year-old boy aboard a cruise ship. On March 27th, Nardole allegedly provided an alcoholic beverage to the minor victim and made sexual advances toward him. After a brief period of cuddling, prosecutors say he then sexually assaulted the boy. Nardole was arrested when the Royal Caribbean Cruise Mariner of the Seas returned from a 7-night sail and docked in Galveston on Sunday. Nardole is being held in the Galveston County Jail as the investigation continues. The Coast Guard has suspended the search for a shipyard worker who was blown into the water when the Carnival Triumph broke free of its moorings yesterday. The damaged luxury liner was in the shipyard for repair work when it was knocked loose by hurricane-force winds on yesterday. 2 workers were tossed into 40-foot deep water by the winds. One of the men was rescued, but the search for the other has been suspended for safety reasons. The Carnival Triumph is still undergoing repairs for an engine room fire which left it adrift for 5 days in February. A Port Arthur EDC director says the location of an upcoming Chamber of Commerce
I'm still watching the news.
is an insult to citizens. The Chamber's guests at the luncheon are the candidates in the May Port Arthur City Council election, but the event is being held in Beaumont. 12 News HD reporter Vanessa Holmes joins us in studio with explanations from both sides. Vanessa.
Jackie, Roosevelt Petrie Jr. is a director at the Port Arthur EDC. He's unhappy that the City Council Candidate Forum is being held in Beaumont. But the Port Arthur Chamber President Bill McCoy says places in Port Arthur are either booked or too costly. McCoy says most luncheons are held at Port Arthur Holiday Inn Park Central, but that it's booked on April 23rd, the day of the luncheon. He says the Coral Parker Center at Lamar is too big and that they would have to pay for catering. McCoy also says that they consider the Bob Bauer Civic Center, but it's also too big and too costly. Since Beaumont's Elegante Hotel is a member of the Port Arthur Chamber, McCoy says...
Good evening one more time, YouTube. We thanking God for y'all open the doors for us to share our videos to people all over the world. We want y'all to know that God bless you and God keep you, okay? And thanking God for all my friends around the world that's making videos just like I am doing. Yes, I want my friends to know around the world how important it is to watch the news. I ain't never watched no news, y'all, but I start watching it now. There's a whole lot of things going on around the world. Ain't that right, my friends? That's why it's important to watch the news. That's all I got to say.
The cost of the luncheon ticket is $25. Petrie says the EDC uses taxpayer dollars, and if he attends, he will pay his own way with personal money. McCoy told me that
okay, the news coming on back on by 6 o'clock.
They will have 5 minutes to talk about
peace. I'm out of here. Bye-bye, YouTube. Bye-bye, YouTube. I'm the baby. Bye, YouTube. I am Mr. Joe. I like to watch the news, and I want all my friends around the world to watch the news, too, okay? All right. Bye-bye. Bye, y'all. See y'all later. I am Kennard. Bye-bye, YouTube.